Welcome back to the QORcast podcast. And today we have wonderful news, Danny. Danny, do you want to know what our favorite thing to do now? And we're going to be doing it today. What's our favorite thing, Danny?
Steal the walkers from elderly people walking.
Close. That's number 5.
Oh.
But our favorite thing to do is to shit on Riot Games because they fucked up. They did a goof. They did an oopsie. And it's a pretty big one, Danny.
What'd they do?
Valorant EMEA is going on right now, so it's the last match, and they're going to the playoffs. Well, it's the last match before going into playoffs, okay?
Okay.
And, throughout the season, there's been a few tech pauses going on. They've been having some technical issues, but nothing too crazy. Just some tech issues here and there. But today, Danny, they were 4 rounds in, and then they had a tech pause. They had a tech pause for 90 minutes.
Do we know what the issue was?
No, but it involved them switching out an entire PC. They had to switch out an entire PC.
Was this at like a LAN or was this
Yes.
online? Okay.
No, this was a LAN. This was at the Riot HQ or a Riot base in Berlin, I believe that they have it in Germany, Berlin.
Okay.
So this was there, and Riot employees are there. So they have experts, quote unquote. But no, Danny, there was in the first, I believe, 6 rounds, there was 5 tech pauses. And then when it hit to 12 rounds, I think at one point when it was 12-7, another tech pause happened, which was like another 20 minutes. All in one map, by the way, Danny. This is a best of 3, and this all happened.
What did the first map take like 3 hours?
Yep. You're correct, Danny.
It actually took 3 hours?
Yes, it took 3 hours for map 1 to finish.
After tech pause, like number 5, don't you just like say we're restarting? Like what?
Oh, Danny, I'm glad you said that. Because EMEA VCT official said after map 1, hey, we're going to cancel today's matches. Because that was just one best of 3. Another best of 3 was supposed to happen that day against Fnatic and Heretics.
People buy tickets to this?
Yes, people have bought tickets to this, Danny.
I hope they get refund.
Yeah. People have actually flown from Japan to come watch their favorite teams play. So that's also another thing. People have come from other countries to come watch these teams play in VCT. So the official statement is, due to the significance and ongoing technical issues at Riot Games Arena in Berlin, we've made a difficult decision to postpone today's VCT EMEA matches. The league will revise the schedule in the coming days and share an update with the community once the new match day is confirmed. Fans that have attended in person will receive full refunds. We sincerely apologize for the disruption caused to our fans and players. So, Danny, good thing is they're getting a refund. Second...
Yeah, but like if you bought tickets to fucking fly there, I mean, like sure you're getting a refund for the event, but you like if you bought tickets, like people probably took off work or whatever to come fly here and watch it, and they're like, in the next couple days we'll have something, and it's like, well, now I gotta go back home to work.
Yeah.
Shit, but, like you don't even get to see your matches that you fucking paid for.
Exactly. So that's the issue going on over there, and it's causing uproar. Every single person was like, yo, you guys should be ashamed. Aren't you guys like straight up like $1 billion company?
They're a small indie company, dude. You can't be too hard on them.
Danny, also, let's play another game. Danny, do you want to know how much money Riot Games as a whole made in 2024? Take a guess. A wild guess.
Say like 6 billion.
No, that's too much. That's too much. They're not that profitable. $1.5 billion in profit last.
Still starts with a B.
Still starts with a B, by the way. $1 billion. I think people don't understand how big of $1 billion is, okay? And you want to know how much Valorant alone made them last year as a whole?
I would think probably like at least 40% of that. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna say like 400 million.
No, Danny, they made $750 million last year.
So Riot or Valorant accounts for more than half of the Riot Games
about
profit.
Half. Yeah, more than half. Yeah, we'll say more than
55%.
Give or take. Yeah. So Danny, how is a company that has made almost $750 million of total profit from all worldwide can't bring in 10 super PCs and have some actual technicians? Because if you want me to be honest, maybe let's just take a wild guess. On the expensive side, you get a $5,000 PC on the expensive side, okay?
For
get, like,
peak Valorant performance, you don't even need that. Like they could probably spend like $3,000 a PC. What, you have 5 players on each side, so that's 10 PCs total. So you spend $30,000 on PCs. Let's say another 10,000 on monitors. Pros usually bring their own mice and keyboards, correct?
Yeah, they bring their own mice and keyboard and mousepad, so we're not accounting to that. But yeah, so can we explain why there's so much tech issues when you have made so much money and you can't invest into decent PCs? Because if you didn't know, they use the same PCs that League uses. So they think, oh, okay, it runs great on League of Legends. That means
I mean, like,
use it on PC.
I don't think that's the problem. It's probably just a maintenance issue. Like, they probably, when they're not being used, sit in a fucking closet where they're collecting dust. But I think those things, they're probably not being taken care of properly.
But League is such an easy game to run, though. It's
not
easy to run.
It's not.
I know Valorant.
Valorant's an easy game to run too. Neither of those games are graphically intensive at all. I think like if there is an issue, it's because the PCs are, when they're not being used, are probably not being kept in a correct environment. Maybe they're in a fucking storage closet next to the janitor's fucking office and it's moist in there or some shit and stuff's shorting out, or like, you know, that's where or something's happening when they're transiting them from point A to point B. But
I think, but it's my thing is like, I get it. And I think we always joke about, you know, indie company, billion-dollar company, you know, they don't make money, but we joke about that. But I think it's like today is like kind of a wake-up call where it's like, hey, you guys need to invest into some actual, like, you need to invest into the esports, because that's where, you know, you guys get your attention. Without the esports scene, you guys, Valorant and League are nothing.
Dude, I feel like Valorant has the most like tech issues that I've ever fucking heard about.
Yeah,
before.
bro.
I don't ever recall crazy shit like this happening in like CS:GO, or you see this sometimes, of course, in every esport, but like I don't ever recall like CS:GO matches being canceled because of PC issue, or fucking FGC stuff doesn't usually get canceled because of a PlayStation, you know, like.
I think what's the issue is also, which I think Riot kind of shot themselves in the foot with this, is that they wanted to control all of the esports. It means they have to provide everything, they have to fund everything, they do everything, right? So if you look at what CS does, there's other third-party companies basically, hey Valve, we want to host an event. Okay, you have permission.
Yeah, so Riot wants to be like a jack of all trades kind of.
Yeah, they're like, hey, no, we want to run everything. But like, if you look at PGL, you look at IEM Cologne, you look at the Perfect World Tour, where that just happened in China, the Perfect World tournament in China. Like, so my thing is like, why can't you just just give it to a third party company, let them fund everything, and then they can make profit off of it. It's clearly has worked before, right? And if you look at other games like Dota still works the same, where it never has as much issues. So Riot clearly, it sounds silly, but Riot clearly doesn't know how to run an esports, if I'm going to be honest.
I feel like their League esports are usually fine. When does this shit it's like the people on the Valorant team must be like smoking crack or something when they're setting up.
Exactly, and I think it's so embarrassing to the point, like, why has this not changed? Why have you guys? It's happened throughout the season. It's not even this. We'll exclude other years. You know, fine. We'll exclude the previous years and other years' tech issues. But this year, it's shown like even more tech issues than ever. Not even EMEA has had it the worst, but if it starts with EMEA, it's bound to start with other regions. It's gonna happen to America. It's gonna happen to China. It's gonna happen to the Pacific region. Like, I think what the issue is that Riot is not investing enough into the esports when it comes to actual like products, like the monitors, the PCs. Like, it's a massive issue. And I understand, you know, hey, technically you don't really need more than 144, or okay, we're pushing 240 hertz. But if we're
Yeah,
talking
well,
about
I
like
feel like
actual,
for pros, yeah,
yeah, you
giving
need
them
more than
state
that.
of the art is like should
Like
be
they need the
expected.
top of the top best product when only in the esports
Yeah,
scene,
yeah,
right? Like if that's the case, then these guys, these pro players, they're saying they're running their PC, they're running these games better at their home than they are in the facility. Like do you understand how embarrassing that is? So
yeah.
if Riot doesn't get
Imagine.
their shit together, it's only gonna get worse. Because these guys, like, imagine you coming into a match, it's like, oh, okay, you know what? We're gonna have a match, 2 hours. We've practiced this, and you're just sitting there for 3-4 hours, and this half the time is tech pause because you'll play 2 rounds, tech pause for another 30, 20 minutes, play around, another tech pause. It's not only that it's frustrating, but it kills momentum. Like, imagine a team having momentum, but then you just cut it right there and then.
Yeah, your
It's just,
focus is gonna be like you said, map one took fucking 3 hours. It's like your focus is gonna be drained. Your whole fucking
yeah,
set is supposed to be 3 hours.
exactly. Like, no, the whole best of three should be no more than 3 hours, right?
Yeah.
And even with including overtime and all that stuff, it should be no more than 3 hours. So it's like the point of we're making is this should be a wake up call. It should be 100% a wake up call because Tens is also, Valorant's golden boy Tens has also commented on it and has made a long tweet basically saying like, hey, this is not the first time this has happened since the inception of Valorant esports. There's always been tech issues. There's
Yeah.
always been issues with LANs. We've never had a perfect LAN ever. And he said that was one of the biggest reasons why he quit the pro scene in Valorant. So
Yeah. I think low key might be that like Vanguard shit is happening because like League, or I think League does use Vanguard now, but
I think they
like,
started using Vanguard, yeah.
but I feel like maybe they're in. Because I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they wipe the PCs like after every like big LAN or something to make sure they're fresh. But if they're not installing the software properly or something too, because I don't know, like maybe I know a lot of people have had similar experiences when you download Valorant for the first time. For some reason, something doesn't want to cooperate with Vanguard. Like every time.
Exactly.
Like either the game won't boot or it'll crash at random points because of Vanguard or something. So I have a feeling that they probably wipe the PCs after every major event so they reinstall the Valorant tournament client and then they're just not like checking everything. You know?
Yeah.
Like I think that's probably a big that either that or poor maintenance of the PCs cuz I mean like I don't know if they wipe them but I feel like that would make sense, you know? Like make sure that all the fucking like no outside software could be on it. They just clean slate them all. But
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
think it's just a big issue, which is like it's kind of embarrassing because then other esports orgs are the esports like R6, and they're gonna look at it. It's like there's no way we could be worse than Valorant, and it's like other people looking in are gonna be like, how do you have this much issue when you guys make so much money? How does it like it looks pretty bad in the senses like, right? So our issue, I think the main point is we're getting at, because we're rambling and we're repeating ourselves, is I think Riot needs to like invest more. They need to get the state of their PC. They need to actually invest more into the esports, because it is not only that, because people are also bringing up the fact is like, hey, you're not only on top of that you have tech issues, but our season is so short that it's not even considered a season. We play a max of 13 matches if we don't qualify for international LANs. We're playing 13 matches a year, which is still the biggest thing where it's not, and it's a lot of issues right now. And I really do hope Riot kind of invests more into the esports scene, because without it, Valorant wouldn't be as big as it is. And that's going to be honest, because nobody really enjoys playing ranked. And if you're not fixing ranked, at least fix the esports scene, where these guys can actually play more matches.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, again, that's the big thing going on right now. And hopefully we'll update you guys maybe next week and let you guys know, because the match as a whole got rescheduled in a week. I believe that's what they said. So maybe next week is getting
Who was
rescheduled.
the match between?
It was Team Liquid and Carmen Corp.
Okay.
It was that game that was the one that took forever. And then the next match after that was supposed to be Fnatic and Heretics, but they just canceled the match as a whole, and they said they're going to reschedule. So Riot Games is on fire right now, and they're getting a lot of heat, so they need it. But yeah, that's the biggest news for the week. It's kind of insane. We'll see what's going on with it. Core news for the week. The only thing about it is right now is the Valorant boys are playing on the 29th. We are playing against Winthrop University. So unfortunately we lost to QBert. So we're 2-2 in the season right now, and to keep our hopes alive, we kind of do have to win these next 2 matches.
Next 2 gives us playoffs, right?
Yeah, you have to win 4 matches to guarantee playoffs. But if you get 3-3, then we have to like pray on map differential and all that crap. But you don't want to do that, right? So our next match is against Winthrop. They have been having a pretty good season this year, so they're no easy team. So let's see it. It's gonna be on the 29th. So that I believe is a Tuesday. Yes, it is a Tuesday. And make sure to check out the boys again. Check out the merch, QORgaming.com/shop. And thank you for QOR Gaming sponsoring the podcast. And that's it.
Bye bye.